In a small village on the outskirts of Lagos lived a young woman named Hope. She was as radiant as her name, a talented artist with dreams far bigger than her humble surroundings. Every day, she worked odd jobs, her earnings just enough to care for her sick mother, Mama Hope. In her quiet moments, she would sketch and paint, envisioning a future where she owned her own art gallery, a place where her dreams could finally breathe. Miles away, in a world of unimaginable wealth and privilege, lived Prince Leo Richard, the heir to the royal family of Laros. But his life was a gilded cage. Trapped by tradition and duty, he was suffocating. His parents, King Richard and Queen Beatrice, were pressuring him into an arranged marriage with Jessica Cole, a union designed to seal a powerful business merger. Leo loathed this cold, transactional existence. He yearned for freedom, for a life where his heart could choose its own path. One evening, desperate for a moment of peace, Leo slipped away from the palace. He just wanted to feel the fresh night air, to escape the suffocating walls of his royal prison. But his escape turned into a nightmare. His car was ambushed. Gunmen, hired by ruthless business rivals tied to Jessica's own ambitions, opened fire. His driver was killed instantly. Leo, shot in the arm and bleeding heavily, managed to escape into the dense bush, the darkness swallowing him as he finally collapsed, his world fading to black. Hope was startled by the sound of a crash and the screech of tires. Her instincts pulled her towards the noise. There, at the edge of the bush, she found a man, unconscious and losing blood. Despite her mother's fearful protests, Hope's compassion took over. She couldn't leave him to die. With all her strength, she dragged the stranger back to their small home. For days, she and Mama Hope became secret nurses. They used traditional herbs and their limited knowledge to clean his wound and fight his fever. As the mysterious man slept, Hope found herself drawn to his features. She began to sketch him, capturing the lines of a face that held both strength and sorrow. Without a single word spoken between them, a silent bond began to form. When Leo finally awoke, his eyes met Hope's. In her gaze, he saw not a poor village girl, but a savior, a woman of incredible kindness and strength. He was captivated by her spirit and mesmerized by her artwork, which seemed to capture the very soul of the world around her. He saw a beauty in her that no amount of royal wealth could ever buy. Hope, in turn, sensed a deep pain in him, a secret he was hiding, but she didn't push. She simply offered him her care and her company. The connection between them deepened with each passing day, until finally, Leo trusted her with his truth. He wasn't just a stranger, he was the missing prince of Laros. The secret, however, couldn't stay hidden forever. Hope's friend, Joy, accidentally discovered Leo, and the news spread like wildfire. Soon, Leo's face was on every television screen, the nation in a frenzy over their missing prince. He knew he had to leave. Staying would only bring danger to Hope and her mother. With a heavy heart, he looked into her eyes and made a solemn promise. "I will come back for you." Leo's return to the palace was met with a storm of emotion, relief, anger, and pressure. His family, more concerned with appearances and business deals, insisted the arranged marriage to Jessica must proceed. But Leo was a changed man. He refused. Standing before his family and the press, he made a bold declaration. His heart belonged to Hope, the woman who had saved his life. Jessica's world shattered. Consumed by rage and entitlement, she refused to be cast aside for a poor village girl. Her fury turned venomous. She hired a team of ruthless thugs to ensure Hope would never be a threat again. The attack was swift and brutal. A white van screeched to a halt, and Hope was dragged inside. She woke up tied and terrified in a dark, abandoned warehouse at the docks. A figure emerged from the shadows. It was Jessica, her face twisted with scorn. "You thought a prince would choose you?" she sneered. "Ain't nobody like you?" "Never." But Jessica had underestimated the prince's love. Leo, working frantically with the police, tracked the kidnappers to the warehouse. As police stormed the front, creating a diversion, Leo snuck in through the back. He found Jessica standing over a terrified Hope, and in a surge of protective fury, he confronted her himself. The police swarmed in, and Hope was finally safe, collapsing into Leo's arms in an emotional, tearful reunion. Jessica was dragged away, screaming threats and curses, her future now confined to a prison cell. Her family's reputation was ruined. The merger collapsed, and their criminal actions were exposed to the world. Back at the palace, the truth of everything came to light. King Richard, seeing the full picture, made a public announcement. He acknowledged that Hope had not only saved his son's life once in the bush, but twice, from the clutches of a cruel plot. He officially canceled the arranged marriage. Queen Beatrice was hesitant at first, struggling with the breach of tradition, but after meeting Hope and seeing her unwavering character and grace, her heart melted. She saw the woman who had truly won her son's heart. The day of the royal wedding was a spectacle of joy and celebration. Hope, the once poor village girl, walked down the aisle to marry her prince. Mama Hope and Joy sat in the front row as honored guests, their faces beaming with pride. Hope became a princess, not just by title, but by the love and respect she commanded from the people. But her story didn't end there. As Princess Hope, she didn't forget where she came from. She launched the Hope Foundation, an organization dedicated to providing art scholarships and support for underprivileged children. The royal family, inspired by her vision, began funding community projects in her old village, bringing new life and opportunity. Hope and Leo ruled not just with authority, but with compassion. They became a symbol of true love, proving that it can bridge any gap, cross any barrier. Their story became a legend, a testament to the idea that true royalty isn't about bloodlines or wealth, but about the character of your heart. It's a story that reminds us all that kindness, courage, and love have the power to rewrite destiny. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible stories.